Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we dive into a variety of intriguing stories that are making headlines. First up, the Lee clan is in hot water as their business operations in Panama raise eyebrows in the U.S., leading to concerns about potential Chinese influence over military shipments. The conglomerate, valued at around $19 billion, is facing increased scrutiny and may need to rethink its strategies to navigate this challenging landscape. In sports news, a standout defender from Lehman has sparked a debate by claiming that Hong Kong's Premier League is technically superior to the English Football League. Ryan Tafazolli, who recently made the switch from Wycombe Wanderers, is embracing the unique playing style here and aims to help his team clinch the league title. It's an exciting time for Hong Kong football as players adapt and shine on this stage. Lastly, we have a serious situation involving Star Entertainment's former executives, who are facing penalties for allegedly ignoring money laundering risks and engaging with criminal associations. The Australian Securities and Investments Commission is stepping in, and the company is now in talks to sell its stake in a major casino as they deal with dwindling cash reserves. This story highlights the ongoing challenges in the gaming industry. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage on these stories. Reuters breaking views: the Lee clan's conglomerate, CK Hutchison, finds itself entangled in geopolitical tensions due to its operations at both ends of the Panama Canal, a crucial artery for U.S. trade. Concerns have arisen that China could leverage its influence over port operators, potentially jeopardizing U.S. military shipments. This scenario has led to a significant devaluation of CK Hutchison, which has seen its market value plummet by over 40% in 5 years. The company's ties to China have drawn scrutiny from Western officials, exacerbating fears of a Sino-American conflict. Although divesting from its Panama operations could provide some relief, it may lead to legal battles and further complications, leaving the Lee family in a precarious position as they navigate a perception shift from respected capitalists to a perceived threat. South China Morning Post: in a surprising turn of events, Ryan Tafazolli, a defender who recently joined Hong Kong's Lehman football team, has boldly claimed that the Hong Kong Premier League offers a more technically proficient experience than the English Football League. Despite a rocky debut that featured a penalty mishap, Tafazolli expressed admiration for the league's intensity and the technical skills displayed in ball possession and build-up play. Having previously played in England, he is eager to adapt to his new environment and contribute to Lehman's ambitions. Under the guidance of head coach Matt Holland, Tafazolli is optimistic about his future in Hong Kong, where he aims to help the team clinch both the league title and the FA Cup. Australian Broadcasting Corporation, the Star Entertainment Group is facing serious allegations from ASIC, with former executives accused of enabling illicit activities at its casinos. The regulatory body has launched civil proceedings against 10 individuals, including high-ranking officials like former Chair John O'Neill and CEO Matthias Bakir, for failing to manage money laundering risks and for maintaining relationships with organized crime figures. Evidence presented in court revealed shocking tactics such as hiding cash transactions from surveillance cameras. Amidst these legal troubles, Star is also exploring the sale of its stake in the Brisbane Queen's Wharf casino development, as the company grapples with financial instability and dwindling cash reserves. The situation remains dire, with analysts warning that without a financial solution, Star's future could be at stake. South China Morning Post reports on the innovative strides made by Hong Kong-based Aliphosan Biopharmaceuticals, a biotech startup that aims to revolutionize drug delivery for eye diseases. Founded in 2019, the company has developed a unique technology that merges a proprietary cell penetration peptide, CPP, with existing biologic medications for conditions like age-related macular degeneration, AMD, and diabetes-related macular edema, DME. Currently, patients endure painful injections into the eye, but Aliphosan's eye drop solution could change that. With planned clinical trials across multiple regions, including the US and Asia, the company hopes to garner FDA approval for further testing by early next year. The potential to significantly improve patient comfort and treatment efficacy has drawn attention, as AMD alone affects millions worldwide, making this a critical advancement in ophthalmology. South China Morning Post also reflects on the challenges facing Hong Kong as it navigates a complex economic landscape. With a growing deficit and stagnant GDP growth, the city is grappling with potential pay cuts for civil servants and reduced funding for education. Amidst these fiscal concerns, there is a pressing need for effective storytelling to reshape Hong Kong's image and attract international attention. The government has proposed a $50 million campaign to promote the city, yet the lack of a coherent narrative remains a significant hurdle. The Greater Bay Area Development Plan presents a promising opportunity for Hong Kong to enhance its status as a global financial hub, but without a compelling story, these efforts may falter. The call for a strategic and engaging narrative highlights the importance of Hong Kong's connection to both national and global communities. Nikkei Asia highlights Soraya Partners' latest venture into Japan's burgeoning digital infrastructure market. The Singapore-based private equity firm is launching a new vehicle focused on investing in telecommunications assets, including data centers and optical fiber networks. With Japan being the third largest market for digital infrastructure globally, there is an increasing demand for shared telecom resources, a concept that has yet to fully take off in the country. CEO Matthias Vukovic emphasizes the potential for investment in edge data centers and the opportunity to form partnerships within Japan. As local carriers look to consolidate their networks amid a changing market landscape, Soraya's strategic investments could pave the way for innovative solutions that enhance efficiency and reduce costs in the telecommunications sector. South China Morning Post reports on Cathay Pacific Airways' proposal to the Hong Kong government to harness the potential of transit passengers to boost tourism revenues. With the recent launch of its three-runway system, which aims to increase passenger capacity significantly, the airline suggests that tailored tours and services could attract more transit visitors during their layovers. The airline's management emphasized the need to learn from successful international airports, like Dubai, which offer unique experiences for transit travelers. By providing enticing options such as cultural tours or visits to local attractions, Hong Kong could enhance its appeal as a global aviation hub and improve its economic situation, especially as the city faces a projected deficit of 100 billion Hong Kong dollars for the upcoming financial year. South China Morning Post highlights a notable surge in mainland Chinese investment in Australian real estate, particularly in more expensive properties. According to agents, inquiries from Chinese buyers have risen significantly, with many now targeting homes priced over 1 million Australian dollars. The demand is driven by cultural ties, family connections, and a desire for a safe investment amidst global uncertainties. With Australia being a popular destination due to its geographical proximity to China and favorable living conditions, the country has seen a substantial increase in property purchases by Chinese investors, making them the largest foreign buyers in the Australian residential market. Predictions indicate a continued rise in property values in Sydney, driven by limited supply and sustained demand. South China Morning Post covers a shocking incident involving Hong Kong's men's ice hockey team, who were attacked by players from Turkmenistan following their victory at the Asian Winter Games. The match, marked by aggressive play and numerous penalties, escalated into violence during post-game handshakes, resulting in a few Hong Kong players needing medical assessment. The Sports Federation and Olympic Committee of Hong Kong condemned the deliberate attack and called for disciplinary measures against the Turkmen athletes involved. Despite the aggression displayed, Hong Kong players maintained their composure, showcasing the Olympic spirit in the face of provocation. The incident has prompted officials to seek accountability from the relevant sports authorities as the team prepares for their next match against Kyrgyzstan. South China Morning Post highlights a personal journey of rediscovery as the author reflects on her family's sacrifices while working in a Chinese takeaway. A recent visit to her uncle's takeaway brought back memories of her teenage years spent helping out in the family business. The familiar sounds and sights of the kitchen, along with the realization of her grandparents' arduous journey from Hong Kong in the 1970s, deepened her appreciation for their hard work and resilience. As she reminisces about the long hours and the challenges faced by her family, the author acknowledges how their sacrifices allowed her to pursue a better life, ultimately reshaping her understanding of their struggles. In another article from South China Morning Post, UBS Asset Management expresses optimism for the U.S. stock and bond markets, attributing this outlook to President Trump's pro-business policies and deregulation efforts. Nicole Goldberger, head of global portfolio management at UBS, emphasizes the potential for corporate earnings to rise, despite the expected noise and volatility in the market. The firm maintains a strong position in technology and communication sectors, driven by the impressive performance of major tech companies. Analysts predict continued growth in the U.S. equity market, although they caution that fluctuations may arise from Trump's policies, particularly concerning tariffs on Chinese goods. Lastly, the South China Morning Post opinion section discusses the revitalization of Hong Kong's tourism industry post-COVID, highlighting the significant increase in visitor numbers during the recent Spring Festival. While the city's hotel occupancy rates soared and the influx of mainland tourists rose dramatically, officials stress that complacency is not an option. The government has unveiled a comprehensive tourism development blueprint aimed at re-establishing Hong Kong as a competitive travel hub. However, stakeholders must remain agile and responsive to evolving market trends to ensure sustained growth in the tourism sector, as the competition for travelers intensifies. South China Morning Post reports on the fascinating life of Amy Bayer, the wife of Fox News chief political anchor Bret Baier. The couple met on a blind date in 2001, facilitated by friends who sensed a connection between them. Amy, a competitive athlete growing up in a Chicago suburb, transitioned from a career in media planning at Calvin Klein to healthcare after the events of 9/11. She and Bret married in 2004 and have two sons, Paul and Daniel. Their family has faced challenges, particularly with Paul's congenital heart disease, but they maintain a positive outlook, embracing gratitude as a core family value. Nikkei Asia highlights the burgeoning trade relationship between China and Colombia, as both nations seek to strengthen their commerce amidst pressure from the Trump administration. A new shipping route has been established, connecting Colombia's Buenaventura port with Shanghai, facilitated by COSCO, China's largest state-owned shipping company. This agreement comes on the heels of strained relations with the U.S. over immigration issues, prompting Colombia to diversify its trade partnerships. The trade volume between Colombia and China has surged, reflecting a broader trend in South America, where trade with China has expanded dramatically over the past 2 decades. South China Morning Post also delves into the life of Kelly Rowland and her husband Tim Weatherspoon, a music manager she met while in Destiny's Child. Their relationship blossomed over nearly a decade before they married in 2014 in Costa Rica, surrounded by family and friends, including Beyoncé. Despite facing public scrutiny and rumors about their marriage, Rowland has emphasized the strength of their bond, stating that divorce is not an option. The couple, who share 2 children, Titan and Noah, have navigated challenges together, including financial difficulties, and have committed to therapy to strengthen their relationship. Rowland credits their enduring partnership to their shared commitment to ride through life's ups and downs together. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. we encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6do Brief via email.
News breaks, buzz the ground, stories spin, walls come down, voices merge in the sound, faces mix in the crowd, broadcasters paint the scene, world events on our screen, every link a different theme, words collide in the stream, 6 degrees connect the dots, background stories more than knots. Hear the voices rise aloft, truth unveils in every spot, cultures clash across the globe, spin the threads in a strobe, every story wears a robe, truth and lies in their code, journalists dig real deep, secrets out, they don't sleep, every angle they will keep. In the news we take a leap, new perspectives day by day, hidden truths come to play.